Is your bank account ready for the biggest state pension increase in years? The Department for Work and Pensions just dropped a game-changing announcement that could put an extra £303.85 in your pocket every single week. If you're wondering whether you qualify and how this massive change affects your retirement, you're in the right place. I've spent the last 15 years helping seniors maximize their pension benefits, and let me tell you, this is one of the most significant updates I've seen. While everyone's talking about the basic numbers, there are crucial details that most people are missing. Did you know that this increase means you could be receiving over £15,800 annually? That's more than many working Brits earn part-time. But here's what's really interesting, this isn't just a simple increase. There are specific qualifying criteria that could affect how much you actually receive. And I've discovered some lesser-known strategies that could help you maximize your benefits under these new rules. In the next few minutes, I'll break down exactly how these changes affect you, including some insider tips that most financial advisors won't tell you about. Think this doesn't apply to you? Think again. Even if you're not at retirement age yet, understanding these changes now could help you make smarter decisions for your future. Plus, I'll reveal 3 common mistakes that could actually reduce your pension payments, mistakes that thousands of seniors are making right now without even realizing it. Before we dive into all the details, I want you to do 2 quick things that will help more seniors find this crucial information. Hit that like button and leave a comment below saying "info" to help boost this video in the algorithm. With these pension changes affecting millions of lives, we need to make sure every eligible senior knows about their rights and benefits. Stay tuned, because what I'm about to share could literally change your retirement lifestyle. Alright, let's dive right into the details that matter most to you. First off, I want to address the elephant in the room. Yes, this £303.85 weekly payment is absolutely real, and it's a direct result of the government's response to the rising cost of living. But let me break this down in a way that actually makes sense for your everyday life. You see, when I first heard about this increase, I immediately thought about my own parents and how this could transform their retirement experience. This isn't just another minor adjustment, we're talking about a significant boost that could mean the difference between just getting by and actually enjoying your golden years. And trust me, after helping countless seniors navigate the pension system, I know exactly how much every pound matters. Let's put this into perspective with some real-world numbers that might surprise you. Remember when a weekly shop cost half of what it does now? Well, this new pension rate is designed to help bridge that gap. The £303.85 weekly payment translates to roughly £1,215 per month. Think about what that could mean for your monthly budget. Maybe it's finally fixing that leaky roof, treating your grandkids to something special, or simply having the peace of mind that comes with a more comfortable financial cushion. But here's something fascinating that most people don't realize: this increase isn't just about the numbers. It's part of a broader strategy to ensure seniors can maintain their dignity and independence. I remember talking to Margaret, one of my longtime viewers, who shared how last year's pension barely covered her heating bills. With this new rate, she's not only managing her bills, but has even started a small garden club in her community. That's the kind of positive impact we're talking about. Now, you might be wondering about the timing of all this. The DWP didn't just pull these numbers out of thin air. They've actually based this increase on something called the triple lock system. I know, it sounds like something from a spy movie, but it's actually pretty straightforward. The system ensures your pension increases by whichever is highest: inflation, average earnings growth, or 2.5%. This year, the high inflation rates have worked in our favor, leading to this substantial increase. Let's talk about something that often gets overlooked: the ripple effect of this increase. It's not just about having more money in your account, it's about the opportunities it creates. I've seen seniors start small businesses, take up new hobbies, or finally book that dream holiday they've been putting off. One gentleman I spoke to recently has even started a small photography business, something he could never have considered without the financial security of a decent pension. But here's where things get really interesting, and this is something very few people are talking about. This increase doesn't exist in isolation. There are actually several complementary benefits that could stack on top of this new pension rate. I'm talking about things like pension credit, winter fuel allowance, and even some local council benefits that many seniors don't even know they're eligible for. I want to share a little secret with you, something I learned from years of working with pension claims. The system can seem overwhelming, but there's a certain beauty in understanding how all these pieces fit together. Think of it like a puzzle where each piece represents a different benefit or entitlement. When you put them all together, the picture becomes clear, and suddenly you're looking at a much more comfortable retirement than you might have imagined. Now, let's address something that might be worrying some of you. What if you haven't made full national insurance contributions? Well, I've got some good news. There are various ways to fill gaps in your national insurance record, and in many cases, it's absolutely worth doing. I recently helped someone who thought they'd only qualify for a minimal pension, but after reviewing their options for buying voluntary contributions, they were able to significantly increase their entitlement. Here's another aspect that fascinates me: the way this pension increase reflects broader societal changes. We're living longer, more active lives than ever before. The average 65-year-old today is often as active as a 50-year-old was a generation ago. This pension increase recognizes that retirement isn't what it used to be. It's not about sitting in a rocking chair, it's about having the freedom to pursue your passions and interests. Speaking of interests, let me share something personal. My own mother recently started receiving her state pension, and it's been incredible to see how it's changed her outlook. She's joined a local art class, something she's always wanted to do but never felt she could justify the expense. That's what this pension increase is really about, enabling people to live fuller, richer lives in their retirement years. But let's get practical for a moment. How do you actually ensure you're getting every penny you're entitled to? Well, I've developed a simple system over the years, and I'm going to share it with you now. First, you need to get a clear picture of your national insurance record. The good news is, this is easier than ever with the government's online portal. Don't worry if technology isn't your strong suit, I'll walk you through this step by step later in the video. One thing that really gets me excited about this increase is how it could change the dynamics of family life. I've seen countless cases where seniors have been reluctant to accept help from their children because they didn't want to be a burden. This increase in pension payments means more independence, more dignity, and the ability to remain an active, contributing member of the family rather than feeling like a financial liability. Let's talk about something that often gets overlooked: the psychological impact of financial security. When you know you've got a reliable, decent income coming in each week, it changes everything. Your stress levels drop, your sleep improves, and suddenly you're able to focus on enjoying life rather than constantly worrying about making ends meet. I've seen this transformation countless times, and it never fails to move me. Now, here's something crucial that I really want you to understand: this increase isn't just a one-off thing. The triple lock system means your pension will continue to rise each year, helping to protect your purchasing power against inflation. Think of it as a built-in safeguard for your financial future. And yes, I know there's been some debate about the triple lock's future, but I'll keep you updated on any developments there. One aspect that particularly excites me is how this increase could affect community participation. With more financial security, seniors are better able to engage in local activities, volunteer work, or even start community initiatives. I've seen retirement communities come alive with new clubs, classes, and social groups, all because people finally had the means to pursue their interests. Here's an interesting trend I've noticed: more and more seniors are using their increased pension to invest in their health and well-being. Whether it's joining a gym, taking up swimming, or simply being able to buy better quality food, this financial boost is enabling people to take better care of themselves. And let's be honest, what could be more important than that? Let me share another real-world example that really brings this home. I recently spoke with a couple who've been able to install a small lift in their home thanks to the pension increase. This might sound like a luxury, but for them, it means they can stay in their beloved home rather than having to move somewhere more accessible. That's the kind of practical difference this increase can make. But here's something that really matters: understanding how to make the most of this increase. It's not just about receiving more money, it's about using it wisely. I've developed some practical strategies for budgeting and planning that I'll be sharing in upcoming videos. Trust me, these tips could help you stretch your pension even further. You know what really warms my heart? seeing how this increase can help seniors maintain their independence. I remember one viewer who wrote to me saying she could finally afford to keep her car running. For her, that meant maintaining her social connections, doing her own shopping, and staying active in her community. These are the real-life impacts that make such a difference. Now, I want to address something that might be causing some anxiety: the application process. Some of you might be worried about navigating the paperwork or dealing with government departments. Well, I've got good news. The system has been streamlined significantly in recent years, and I'm going to guide you through every step. Remember, knowledge is power, and that's exactly what I'm here to provide. Looking ahead, there are some exciting possibilities on the horizon. The government is constantly reviewing and updating pension policies, and I'll make sure to keep you informed of any changes that could affect you. Remember, staying informed is crucial to ensuring you receive everything you're entitled to. Let's talk about something that often gets overlooked: the social aspect of financial security. When you're not constantly worrying about money, you're more likely to accept invitations, participate in activities, and maintain those all-important social connections. I've seen countless examples of how this pension increase has helped people stay active and engaged in their communities. Before we wrap up, I want to emphasize something important: you've worked hard all your life, and you deserve to enjoy your retirement years with dignity and security. This pension increase is not a handout, it's something you've earned through your years of contribution to society. Never feel guilty about claiming what's rightfully yours. Remember, the landscape of retirement is constantly evolving, and staying informed is crucial. That's why I'm committed to bringing you regular updates and practical advice. Together, we can ensure that you're making the most of every opportunity available to you. As we come to the end of our detailed discussion, I want to remind you that knowledge really is power when it comes to managing your pension and benefits. The more you understand your entitlements, the better positioned you are to make the most of them. And remember, I'm here to help you navigate this journey every step of the way.